Hello, welcome. Today I have a new video for all of you. We are here reunited because I want to show you how you can make this sweater with flare sleeves. It is so beautiful with a stitch that it's so simple. I will show you how you can make it in different sizes and you can make it for yourself. In this case, I made it for my daughter. So I hope that you like it. I hope that you invite them to make this. And look, I put these details here. I put these bottoms here on the side so her head can perfectly fit on her and she can wear it. But well, today I will give you the step by step. You will see that it's so easy, so simple. If you want, you can make it longer or shorter. You can make the sleeve longer too, or you can continue straight without making flared. But well, I will give you the material list and I will give you the step by step. Let's start. Well, for this sweater with flared sleeves, we are going to need 800 grams of this material. In this case, I will use this brand, but you can use the brand that you want. This is a medium size number 4, and I will use this color, this green, and the hook of number 3.5 or 4 according how you crochet. And also we will add to the list needles of number 5.5. Well, for this sweater in a medium size, we are going to start making chains. For this size, we are going to make 70 chains. After the 70 chains, you have to make sure that these chains are enough for the width of your hip. If not, well, make more because it has to be a little bit loose in that zone. Okay, once you are sure, you are going to make 2 chains more. We will count 2, 3, and in the 4th we will insert our hook, and there we are going to make the first double crochet. Then we are going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. And at the end we should have the same number of chains and the same number of double crochet. Well, at the end of the row, please count that you have the same number of chains and that of double crochet. Okay, turn around and we will start right away making this row of single crochet. Like this, we are going to take the whole stitch, taking both parts of the chain and making single crochet. At the end of the single crochet row, turn around and we will go up with 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will skip 1. For example, this is the stitch where we started, then we will skip 1, and here we will make the first double crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1, and in the next one double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and in the next one a double crochet, and like this the whole row, making mesh. At the end of the row, turn around and right away we are going to start making a single crochet in each stitch, 1 here, 1 over the last double crochet, and 1 inside the mesh. Okay, and like this the whole row, making single crochet. So look, we made a row with double crochet, then with single crochet row, then a double crochet row with 1 chain between them, and we finish with single crochet row. So we made 4 rows, so this is 1 series, and we are going to repeat this series until we arrive to the armhole. And remember, I'm going to make a short sweater, so please take that into account. Now we are going to repeat this double crochet, then the single crochet, then the mesh stitch, and then the single crochet. So I will start making the double crochet row, and I will repeat as many series as I need according to the style of my blouse. And well, at the end, the back and the front will be the same, but only in front we are going to change a little bit to make the hole and to make the shape of the neck, but I will show you. For now, let's repeat this series. Look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 series. Here I will just finish the single crochet row and I finish. Well, if we measure, we have 27, let me show you, yes, 27 centimeters. But well, before we continue with the single crochet row, we are going to divide the armhole. So we are going to slip one until here. So we will count 1, 2, 3 mesh, 3 square mesh, and here until here is where we are going to slip one. And like this is how we slip one. So we are going to slip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, until here 7. But well, now I think we are going to slip one more to have 8. Okay, so we slip 8. Well, after we slip, we are going to continue with the stitch. So we will continue making single crochet, and we are going to repeat the same in the other side. We are going to slip 8 also here, okay, to divide the armhole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right here, we will stop making single crochet and we will continue with the next stitch. Well, we leave 8 stitches here, the same number that we leave in the other side, and then we will continue, turn around, and we will continue with the rest of the stitch of the series. So here we are going to make the measure. So we will go up with 4 chains and we will continue repeating as many series as we need. Look, I repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 series until I arrive to the shoulder, and here I divide in 3 to make the shape of the neck. So I crochet 16 stitches in each side, and I leave these stitches here in between to make the neck, and I followed the same instructions and everything. And in the back I made 1 row more of mesh, and in the shoulder I made a double crochet row with single crochet in each side to make the shoulders, and this will be the back and this will be the front, and we continue with all of the same instructions. Remember that in each side from the armhole we leave 8 stitches each side, and from there we continue making the rest until we arrive to the shoulders, and we leave and divide this part in 3 to make the neck, and in the back I made 1 row more, so in the back we have this part longer. Here we are going to make the sleeve, and here we are going to cast on the stitches to make the neck. We are going to just sew one side of the shoulder, and we will leave the other side of the shoulder free because there we are going to place some buttons. So just one side we are going to sew it, and then we will cast on the stitches to make the neck. Okay, so we will leave the other free. So as I told you, just one shoulder we are going to sew it. We will use the embroidery needle and 1 thread of the same yarn that we are using, and we are going to make the invisible stitch. So we are going to take 1 stitch from each side like this, and without making any damage to the yarn we are going to continue till the end, okay, like this, and we are going to leave the other side free, open, so it will be easier for us to cast on the stitches and make the neck, but I will show you how. For now, let's finish this side. Well, we already finished to sew one side, and we are going to respect the other shoulder. Okay, so we will leave these stitches free. Be careful. The only stitches that we will cast on will be only this one. Okay, from the back and from the front too, but we will respect both sides of the shoulder. Okay, but first we will make 1 row of single crochet in the front, so it will be easier for us to cast on the stitches and to see where we are going to need to cast on. Okay, well, we are going to insert the needle. In the back I have seen that we have a single crochet row ready, but here in the front we don't. So here I'm going to make a single crochet row, and then I will show you how we are going to cast on to make the neck. Well, I finished to make the single crochet row, and again I leave the thread here to start here. So we are going to cast on the stitches in the front part and also in the right side, because in the back we are going to leave the pleat that we make when we cast on. I will show you. But if you want, you cast on with the hook or with the needles. You see, this is the pleat that I told you. So like this, we are going to insert the needle in each stitch. Well, here I'm just checking. It is important that we leave the wrong sizes facing to the same side before we sew the shoulder and before we cast on the stitches of the neck. Well, here we have finished to cast on the stitches of the front and of the back, respecting both sides of the shoulder. Once we have all the stitches ready, we are going to knit one and pour the next one. Again, we are going to alternate. We are going to knit one and pour one, and like this the whole row. Well, I finished the first row. I turn around and we are going to pass the first stitch, and we are going to continue as it goes. As we could see, here we pour because we have this thread in front, so this means that we are going to pour again. Just let me fix it. No. Okay, so we are going to pour this stitch, also placing the needle in the back, you see, and then the next one we are going to knit it. You see here we have this hold. Well, this means that we are going to knit it and then we are going to pour. Like this, we are going to continue making more rows, also alternating the stitches. Where we pour, we are going to pour, and where we knit, we are going to knit. And like this, we are going to make as many rows as we need until we get the length of the neck that we want. Well, I have 5 rows, I think are enough for the style and for my blouse, for the sweater I want to make. So well, now we are going to bind off all the stitches. I'm going to show you how. It's the same. We are going to knit two together and we will come back with one. We have to make this part a little bit loose because we don't want to lose the shape of the neck that we have made. So like this, we are going to bind off all the stitches until the end. So see you there. Look, here I finished to bind off all the stitches. I think that this size is enough for the size of the head of my daughter. And here, if you want, you can put some bottoms or you can sew, but before you sew, please make sure that this space perfectly fit in your head. If it's small, well, you are going to come back and cast on more stitches, okay? And then you can sew or fix it. At the end, you will leave a long thread here to sew, or as I'm going to make, I will put some bottoms and I won't sew. But well, now let's continue with the sleeves. So here, as I told you, here I'm going to put some bottoms and I will make the sleeve. I already get ahead, sorry. And what I made first is that I made a single crochet row, and then over the single crochet row I make the double crochet row, and then I made a mesh. I count the squares and I have 28. And then, well, here I changed a little bit. I put 2 rows of mesh together because I'm afraid that I won't have enough material to continue. So I changed this part a little bit to have the stitch more open. Let's count the rows that I made without counting the single crochet row. So I made here 11 and 12 until the 12th. Here is where I started to increase. Here I skip one, then I didn't, then I skip one, then I didn't, and like this is how my mesh squares increased. Okay, so my daughter have already try on and she likes the flared sleeve, so for her it's enough. So I will only increase in this row, and remember that we didn't count the single crochet row. So as I told you, once I skip one, then I didn't, and this is what I made to increase the number of double crochet. And I just increased in one row, and I just continue with this number, making more rows until here, that it's the length of the sleeve that I want. I will repeat the same in the other side of the sleeve. I will start making the single crochet row, and also count the number of mesh squares in one side to have the other side the same number, and we will repeat the same with the same number of rows and everything on. Also, we are only going to increase in only one row. Well, at the end you are going to sew the sides. Well, let's finish the sleeves first. Well, look, after I finished to increase, I made more series. Here is where I increased, right? You can see it. Yes, let me see. Yes, until here. So I repeat this series. Remember that I changed the stitch a little bit, and well, I finished making the mesh stitch and with single crochet row, and I made the same in the other side of the sleeve. I sew the sides, and here at the end I put some bottoms here in one shoulder so she can put and take it easier. So I finished the neck as I show you, and that's it. And at the end I just iron a little bit with a protection under. Well, look, I love how it looks. I think she looks pretty good. I make it like she wanted. She wanted shorter and with these flared sleeves. I love it. So it's very modern, but you can make it for you too. Remember that we can use this kind of garments too. It doesn't matter. You can make it in different sizes too. You can combine colors, and if you want you can make it longer, shorter, you will decide. But we'll remember that at the end I iron a little bit with a steam using a protection on there. I almost touched the protection. I did it very slowly and carefully to have these flared sleeves more perfectly in shape. But well, with this tutorial we finished. I hope that you like it. Please subscribe in the red button here below. It's free, and if you want you can share this video if you like it, and you can leave me a comment too. Please, if you have more ideas, don't forget to send it me to my email, and also don't forget to follow me in all my social media in Facebook, Pinterest, and remember, I'm new in TikTok. But well, thank you so much. I love to share this project with my daughter. I love that she gets involved in these projects and that she helped me, giving me more ideas. But well, thank you so much, and see you soon in the coming videos. Bye.